Welcome to Boost 'em, the podcast designed to inspire, uplift, and energize your spirit. I'm your host, Mike Mills, and every week we will dive into powerful mindsets, real life stories, and practical tools to help you rise above challenges and step into your best self. Take a breath, settle in, and let's boost your day one moment of inspiration at a time. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Boost 'em. I'm your host, Mike Mills, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, we're talking about something every person needs, a fresh start. Whether you're starting this podcast at the beginning of your day, your week, or your life's new chapter, this episode is all about reminding you that you can reset at any time. Why does a reset or a fresh start matters? We as humans are wired to crave renewal. We want new beginnings that activate hope, and how society ties fresh starts is to New Year's, birthdays, and Mondays. But the truth is, you can begin again at any moment. Sometimes life doesn't give us permission slips to start over. We have to create our own. And that's what today's episode is all about, a fresh start. So, a long time ago, almost 30 years now, I was in the streets and I was using drugs, cocaine to be exact. And I had gotten to my lowest point in my life. So, what happened was that I started to remind myself of how I was raised. And I continued to tell myself my mother didn't raise me this way. These were all choices that I had made on my own, and it ended up going badly. So after reminding myself of how I was raised, going to church, praising God, and doing things right as opposed to doing things wrong, it made me start to change my life and have that desire to do better. After a series of actions and phone calls, I was able to get myself into a program that would allow me a fresh start. And from that day until today, almost 30 years later, I still treat it as if it's day one, a fresh start. And I don't only think about that time in my life, I think about everything that I choose to do, say, or act upon, and give myself a fresh start to begin again to make it better than what it was. So you always have to keep in your mind that it's possible to start again no matter what. Give yourself the opportunity to make it better for yourself and for others if that's what you want. I use the serenity prayer as my guide for years. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It took me a while to really understand the serenity prayer, but as I meditated on it day after day and still today, I started to learn the difference between the things that I can control and the things that I couldn't. And that allowed me to have the wisdom to understand the difference between the two. It's just something that I've used day in and day out to continue to allow myself to reset, restart, and refresh my situation so that I can do better and start again. I could have stayed in the same situation and expected change, or I could do something and make a change. So I did. So you have to reset. Let's break down reset a little bit. I'm going to introduce a simple, memorable 3-step method. The first step is awareness. Identify that you've hit a wall and ask yourself, what's draining me? What is it that needs to shift? And you have to be honest with yourself and answer those questions honestly to yourself. You have nothing to prove to anyone else but yourself. So ask yourself, what is it that's really draining me? Is it something? Is it someone? Is it some place that's draining me? And what is it that I need to shift to make a difference in my life to make it better? The second memorable step is release. Let go of guilt, shame, or the feeling of being behind. You're never behind. You're always right where you're supposed to be. Don't allow yourself to think that you're behind because you're not. You're right where the next chapter of your life begins. Never forget that. You're never behind. You're right where you're supposed to be. The third memorable step is redirect. Choose one small step forward, not a big life overhaul, just one step. Here's some examples. Drink water. Journal for 5 minutes every day. Make it a habit. Be consistent and journal for 5 minutes every day. Make one phone call. Reach out to someone that you can depend on and you can trust to talk to. But make that one step. If it's something you need to get together, like your storage or your house, just clean one corner. Don't try to do it all. We're just trying to take one step right now and get in the habit of doing that step day in and day out until we create a habit. Most people say that it takes 21 days to create a habit. I will tend to agree with them because once your mind is focused on doing that one thing day after day after day, it becomes a habit. So you don't have to think about doing it every day. You look forward to getting it done. Take a 10-minute walk just to clear your mind. Think about things that are positive or think about nothing at all. Just take a walk and then say no to something that's draining you. Something that you asked yourself earlier, what was draining you? Say no to whatever it is. That way you do not have to agree or accept that anymore. Just say no to it. So again, let's cover those 1 steps that you can take to step forward. Drink water, journal 5 minutes, make one phone call, clean one corner, take a 10-minute walk, just say no to something that's draining you. These are things that you can do daily to create a habit to make things positive in your life. So the 3 memorable step method was awareness, release, and redirect. Be aware of what's draining you. Release and let go of shame or the feeling of being behind because you're never behind. And redirect. Choose one small step forward. Don't make it a big life overhaul. Just one step. Here are some tools that you can use today. to start in the right direction. It's called the 3-minute reset. Breathe. Just breathe. I've noticed that when I need to calm myself down, I would inhale through my nose and exhale through my nose as well. And I would double the time exhaling that I use to inhale. If I inhale for 5 seconds, I will exhale for 10 seconds and just calm my body and release. Just breathe. Identify what's stressing you. Have to put a pin on what it is that's bothering you. So identify it and ask yourself, what's one small thing you can control right now? Just one small thing. So again, that's breathe, identify what's stressing you, and identify one small thing that you can control right now. The second tool is the micro win method. Small wins create momentum, and momentum creates motivation. Say you was trying to create a healthier life for yourself or have better fitness within your body. Let's just use push-ups for an example. Say you want to do 50 push-ups every day, but you're not in the shape to do that right away. So why not start small and get one win? Let's just do 5 push-ups today. And if you can't do 5, just do 2 today. But do that for a week or 2 and then increase it by 5 every week or every 2 weeks until you can get to 50 a day. Small wins create momentum, and momentum creates motivation. A little bit at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Small wins create momentum, and momentum creates motivation. Another tool is the fresh start affirmation. Say this with me. I release what no longer serves me, and I welcome new beginnings with confidence. I'll say that again. I release what no longer serves me, and I welcome new beginnings with confidence. One more time. I release what no longer serves me, and I welcome new beginnings with confidence. I would like to encourage you to have some quiet time within your life as well. Picture yourself standing at the doorway of new possibilities. Today is a clean slate. You don't have to wait for a new season, a new year, or a big sign from the universe. Your new beginning starts right now. Everyone deserves a new, fresh start. Don't wait for a new season. Don't wait for a new year and make some resolution that you probably won't keep. Don't wait for some big sign from the universe. Your new beginning starts right now. If this episode has spoken to you, share it with someone who needs a fresh start today. Follow Boostum so you never miss an episode. Thank you for listening to Boostum. If today's message moved you, inspired you, or help you shift your mindset, share this episode with someone who could use a little uplift. Make sure you follow, rate, and subscribe so you never miss a moment of motivation. Until next time, stay encouraged, stay focused, keep boosting your life forward and upward. Have an outstanding day and continue to believe.